Greetings, my name is Victoria Martin. You probably already know me, but I want to answer some questions, frequently asked questions that I ask myself about astrology and that maybe you want to ask too. And so first of all, where do the sun, moon, planets, and stars live in your horoscope? And that's really what astrology answers. So when you were born, heavenly bodies were distributed in two arcs, above and below the horizon. Sounds simple, but actually, if you think, this is your celestial garment. How about that? Pretty nice, huh? So here's some basic categories of the type of astrology that I do. And planetology is what most astrologers do, and I do that too. Astrology is the star stories. That's unique to me and a few other astrologers. Perpetual solar calendar is another thing that tells you your hot dates every year that reoccur, and trend analysis is what's new. So synastry is chart comparison, astrocartography is your horoscope is stretched onto the globe. So those are, let me just go into detail about some of these things. Planetology, you may have heard the term that astrology is your life blueprint. Well, we're dealing with the houses and the planets in the houses, so it's yourself, your happiness, your social options, your career, and spiritual themes in your horoscope. That's planetology. But astrology is a little different. Real live astrology of star stories is your celestial narratives that are talking about nature, culture, magic, family, heroism, and festivals. So with all of those 88 constellations, it's a whole other thing. It's not just the 12 zodiac signs. Okay, I've invented the perpetual solar calendar. These are your power dates. There are about 20 or so 5-day time windows that have specific uses and you could say expectations as well as proactions. These are in effect for your entire life. This is your foundation in a way. Now trend analysis is what's new and different this year. The other options are synastry, that is you put two planets together and you get another horoscope out of that, and also astrocartography, which is absolutely fascinating, stretches the horoscope. As you can see, I have a sample here, stretches the horoscope onto the globe. Where are the best locations for you? Absolutely amazing. And what else? Well, here's a little detail about planetology. Planets and houses. These are the houses, are the areas or topics emphasized for your lifetime. These topics have a sort of hierarchy and they're planetary flavoring, if you will, of life topics. And then the aspect pattern, which is kind of like sacred geometry, geometric patterns, indicate interaction of the planets, which planetary qualities are augmented, combined, or challenged. A mix is best. You can see our nice trine is harmony, the opposition is teamwork, the square is challenge, the quincunx is fatalistic, the conjunction is combination. Okay, so the planets in the houses in the aspect pattern, this is the minimum optimum starting place for self-awareness. This is what most astrologers do because they don't use the stars. Now, I use the stars because there are many constellations, 88 to be specific, that include the zodiac constellations, and here's showing you some of the constellations in a horoscope above the horizon, and then this shows a horoscope with some below the horizon. So from 100 of the brightest stars, each horoscope averages 25 stars prominent, and those are lined up to certain planets, sun and moon, and it's really revealing. Here's my collection. It took me 2 years to make these 90 of these star cards. These are part of the reading. We pick out the 25 that are important for you. This is one of my trademarks. So you might want to freeze these frames because here is a star prominent in the solar eclipse, August 21st, so we're going to see a lot of issues. Solar eclipses are paradigm shifts and new stars. We're going to see a lot of issues around this star in August. This is a little out of date because the first solar eclipse is featuring this star, Fomalhaut, and this is idealistic star. This is February 26, 2017. So you can freeze frame these and read these, and you can see these are going to be the issues coming up on these two solar eclipses. So back to number 3 in my list, my menu, the perpetual solar calendar. It's a valuable tool, certain potent time windows, 15 windows, about a week each. Well, they can be up to 20 windows, and they can be 5 days each. You know, it depends on different charts. These are reoccurring. Here's a sample, and this gives you the time windows and then what's happening during those time windows. This is different for everyone's pattern, unless you're Astro Twin. Another thing that's really handy to know are your solar quarters, and I do this sometimes at events as I talk about, are we at your birthday, which is energizing? Are we at your first quarter, which is the building? Are we at your half birthday, which is social and getting help from other people? And the last quarter, which would be 3 months before your birthday, that is a hidden strength period. So we'd like to see where is that in the horoscope, what house is it in, and things like that. So you can really use that to your advantage. So just to go over then, planetology, your life blueprint, astrology, the star stories, the perpetual solar calendar are these really important time windows, and then trend analysis, which usually includes new moons and full moons. I find that's very proactive. So that gives you an idea about what I do. I look forward to seeing your stars. Every horoscope is a treasure. They're all fascinating, and I really enjoy seeing seeing how the horoscope works in people's lives. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm kind of a skeptic. But anyway, it's proving itself after 45 years of doing it. So thanks for watching. My name is Victoria Martin. Bye now.